Namaskaram. We are continuing with the victory parade of the Pandavas. We finished Arjuna's on the northern side. Next comes Bhima, who went east, and lots of small and big kingdoms he won over. One of them was Panchala. It is very famous in Mahabharata. And that is a kingdom between Ganga and Yamuna rivers, as per my sources. And then Videha, which is northeast of Magadha. Magadha, we said, is southern Bihar. So that is where Videha. Videha is Ramayana famous, from where Sita came. That's why she is Vaidehi. And then, what is called, in the one over King Sudharma from Dasharna, which is eastern part of the present-day Malwa, which is west of Brahmaputra. Some of them offered stiff fight. In other cases, Bhima won over easily. Then he went to Chedi, which is on Narmada banks, and King Shishupala ruled over Chedi. It was a friendly country, and Shishupala didn't offer any fight to Bhima. Said, "Why do you fight? Come and stay with me as my guest." And Bhima stayed for 2 days, and then asked, "What is all this about? Why did you come fighting me, your friend?" Bhima said, "See, you should know that my brother Yudhishthira is, he has envisaged a Rajasuya, and for which it is customary to win the tribute from all neighboring countries. That's why I have come." Shishupala said, why tribute? My entire country is at your disposal. And anyway, it was a joke, and he gave Bhimasena valuable riches, and Bhimasena returned. Then Bhima won over the Kosala king. Brihadbala was ruling Ayodhya then. Ayodhya, again, Kosala, these are all Ramayana famous. Kausalya, Rama's mother, came from Kosala. The Ayodhya itself was supposed to be Uttara Kosala, northern part of Kosala. Then Bhima won over Subahu of Kashi. Kashi is Benares. And the Matsyas, who are supposed to be 40 miles north of Jaipur. And that kingdom and its king Virata, they will come prominently in our Mahabharata story later on. And one over Janaka of Videha. It is surprising because Janaka was very aged even during Ramayana period. And after Ramayana, tens of thousands of years have passed. So it's a surprise to see this statement. And Bhima also won over Paundraka Vasudeva of land Karusha. Paundaka Vasudeva is a prominent figure in Srimad Bhagavatam, where he claimed to be an incarnation of Vishnu and was a competitor of Krishna. And Krishna ultimately killed him. So there were some of the kingdoms and kings Bhima fought against and won over. There were so many small names which are difficult to trace, and the names change over time too, so that makes it more difficult. We conclude Bhima's victory parade with this, and like Arjuna, Bhima also came back with lot of riches by way of tribute carried on tens of thousands of donkeys. And then comes Sahadeva, who went west. First he won over Vinda and Anuvinda of Avanti. Avanti is supposed to be north of Narmada and west of the Malwa, the present day Malwa. It says Sahadeva won over Matsya, but in Bhima's victory parade there is a mention about Matsya, so it is confusing. And this Matsya appears to be towards the south. Anyway, we don't know. Then Sahadeva reached Mahishmati, the capital of Chedi. It is supposed to be below Jabalpur, present day Jabalpur, ruled by King Nila on the banks of Narmada. There is an interesting story about this King Nila. Apparently, when Sahadeva started fighting Nila, his army was engulfed in fire. Just suddenly, fire sprouted among his cavalry, infantry, elephants, chariots, and everyone was scared. And on inquiry, Sahadeva was told that the god Agni Bhagavan, fell in love with the daughter of Nila. She was a very beautiful princess, so Agni fell in love. And the Mahabharata says that Agni became so enamored that Agni wanted to see the princess always. So he refused to produce flames unless the princess herself came and started blowing. Then Agni will flare up. It was so much love on his part that he couldn't stand separation from her. And ultimately, the King Nila married his daughter off to Agni himself. And when Sahadeva came to know about this, he sat there and started praying to Agni with some Vedic suktas, Vedic mantras. And Agni was pleased, and Agni said, yeah, there is no problem, but what is that I could do to you? Then Sahadeva said, I have come for this purpose, so I am looking for tribute. So Agni requested King Nila to pay tribute to Yudhishthira, no harm. Actually, it looks many of the friendly countries, they paid tribute just so that the ceremony goes on without any hindrance. Of course, those who are against the Pandavas, they offered stiff resistance, and the Pandavas had to fight and win over them. So that is mainly about Sahadeva. And next is Nakula. Nakula went west. Nakula, Sahadeva went to the west, Nakula went to the south. So on the south, many of the Pandya, Chola, Kerala kings are mentioned, and Nakula had to win over them. And finally, he also won over the kingdoms on the south side. And he too returned with a lot of riches for the Rajasuya. And then Yudhishthira consulted his brothers and ministers, said, now what is the next step? They said, yeah, now you are ready. There is no other impediment, no obstacle. You have won over the entire Bharata. And you can now start with Rajasuyam. And Yudhishthira asked Sahadeva to do all the arrangements for procuring whatever required for the Havan. It is a Rajasuya Yajna, so lots of offering to Agni will be there. There will be lots of many priests, Purohitas. We'll go into those details tomorrow. So today time is up. Namaskaram.